Alright, what's going on guys? Zap here and welcome back to another video. We have just received a ton of news on AOT Revolution and it is looking very promising. We now know everything that's coming in Update 3 as well as a kind of confirmed release date and information on the next 3 updates to come. But before we get into any of that, we actually have a couple new codes, so I'll show those right now. Alright, so I already redeemed them, but the first code is free spins 2, and this is going to give you 100 spins, and that's it. So pretty good, that's like 10,000 gems worth. And then because the game just hit 450,000 likes, the second code is likes 450k, and this is going to give you 2 Emperor keys, 1 2x luck potion for an hour, and 150 spins. So that one's actually pretty good, it gives you a few really good things. But now let's get straight back into the video. Alright, so for starters, the other day, EK posted this massive new roadmap for the game's future. It has all the content coming in Update 3, Update 4, and Update 5. So we can see for Update 3, we are going to be getting the Female Titan Raid, the ability to trade items, and the new Halos Mythic Family. We will also be getting new raid drops for the raid, a new battle pass, a new map called Stohess, and maybe the new loadouts game pass. So we already kind of know what the Female Titan is going to look like because she is in one of the missions in the game right now. So we will be able to shift into her and have a bunch of new skill sets to use, and we will be getting an entire new raid based around the Female Titan. So this is going to be really fun. The biggest part of the game is the ability to shift and play the raids, so that's going to be sick. And then we have the trading part, and I really hope with trading we're able to trade serums, because I guess it would be cool if we're able to trade like perks and cosmetics, but nobody really cares about that. And if we can trade serums, I'll definitely be doing a giveaway. Since I have 4 attack serums, I'll probably do 1 giveaway for everybody, so you'll have a lot lower chances. And then I'll also do a members only giveaway for a serum, so you have a lot higher of a chance. And speaking of that, I actually just revamped my membership on my channel. So now for $1 a month, you can become a Zap Cadet and get access to all these features on screen right now, including the ability to add me on Roblox. Because Roblox just increased the friend limit to 1,000, I can now add a ton more people. So you can get all these features for only $1. And then for $3 a month, I added the Zap Scout tier. And with this, you'll get special member shoutouts at the end of every video, and you'll get the tier 2 YouTube member role in my Discord server, which also comes with a bunch of perks in the server. And then finally, we have the new Zap Titan tier. And for $5, you can get an extra special shout out at the end of every video. I'll give you 3 raid carries whenever you want every single month in AOT Revolution, and I will follow your account on Roblox. So you can join any of these tiers using the join button below this video, or just by hitting the membership link in the description, or just by going to my YouTube channel, going to the right and hitting membership. But anyways, moving on, we have the Halos Mythic Family, and this is actually very interesting. In the show, Halos is somewhat of a myth among the Marleyans, and it is explained that he actually slayed the devil of all Earth, who was the beginning of the Titans. So he's not actually a real character in the show, and we're never really given much information on him, but this is definitely a very interesting mythic family to be adding to the game, and I'm excited to see what kind of skills it'll give to him. And then obviously we're getting the new raid drops for the new raid, a new battle pass, and then we are actually getting the Stohess Map. And this makes sense because Stohess is the innermost city in the walls. And this is where the female titan reveals herself and fights Eren and causes absolute chaos. So this makes a lot of sense as to why they're adding this, because they're also adding the female titan into this. If you don't remember, this is what Stohess looks like right here. So this is going to be pretty sick. And a reminder, all of this is literally coming in the next update. And I also think I have a very good idea as to when this update is coming out based on proof we already have. So stay tuned to figure out when this update will actually be released. But moving on, if we actually look to the progress channel, a bunch of stuff keeps getting added every day. So for Update 3, and all of this is coming out in the next update, we can see that Cole is working on the Stohess map, and he is also working on waves, which are not for Update 3. So waves sound pretty interesting. I'm assuming it'll just be like a new mode, just like all the other modes, but instead of all the titans just being there, they'll come at you every wave. So that's pretty interesting, and I hope that he can finish Stohess map soon. We can see the female titan rig is already done, and a few of their animations are already done. We can see the new Mythic Family animations are already completed. The female Titan moveset animations are already completed. And then they just need to complete the new raid cutscene intro and cutscene outro. You can also see that all of the Stohess assets, so all of the modeled buildings and all that stuff, are already done. And they are working on the Battle Pass 3 ODM/thunderspear skins. Moving on, the female Titan moveset visual effects are also done. And the new Mythic Family visual effects are almost done, so they're cooking. Next, we can see they're still working on the map design for Stohess District. And then, interestingly, it also says Crystal Cavern. And the Crystal Cavern in AOT is actually where the royal family did the ritual to pass on the founding Titan. And here's a couple screenshots of what that's actually going to look like. I don't know if this is just going to be a normal map, because it wouldn't really make sense for Titans to be spawning down here. But honestly, if they do that, I can't really complain. This map looks absolutely sick. Moving on to the more juicy stuff, none of these sound effects have been completed for the female Titan raid cutscene, or the new Mythic Family. But obviously, he can't make the sound effects for those things until the animations are done, so he'll probably finish those pretty soon. And then, the most important things, the actual code scripting. Unfortunately, none of the scripting for any of the stuff has been completed yet, but hopefully they lock in and they can actually complete this stuff soon. So all of that is super exciting, and that will be coming in Update 3. And now I want to present to you why I actually think Update 3 will be coming out in about a month and a half to a month. So we can see Update 2 came out November 8th, 2024, and that was a few months ago. And then the next update, Update 2.5, came out January 7th, 2025, which is almost exactly 2 months later. So that was a 2-month period in between those updates. And then looking at this new roadmap, we can see at the bottom of Update 4, there is actually an Easter event. And Easter is on April 20th this year. So knowing that the previous updates had a 2-month period, assuming this Update 3 comes out in 2 months, and then Update 4 comes out 2 months later, that's in 4 months, which also corresponds with when Easter is going to be. So there's a little bit of estimating in here, but we can pretty safely assume that this update will come out in about 2 months. And the same thing goes with all the other updates. So because none of the actual scripting has been completed yet, I'm gonna guess that Update 3 is going to come out in about a month and a half, but it could be a little longer. We'll just have to see. But moving on, we actually have information on Update 4 already. We can see that they'll be adding the Colossal Shifter, the Colossal Raid, and the waves that we mentioned in the progress channel for Update 3. And then we have the Regiment Revamp, which was supposed to come out in Update 3, but I guess it's not anymore. And then we obviously have new raid drops for the Colossal Raid, and then we're getting Prestige 5, which will be very interesting. And then, of course, we're getting the Easter events. So the Colossal Shifter sounds very interesting. I'm assuming you won't actually be able to shift into a full-fledged Colossal Titan, because I feel like that just wouldn't be compatible with the game. And a lot of people are just assuming that when you press the shift button, it'll just release a massive explosion and basically nuke everything on the map, but we'll just have to see. And then for Update 5, which is pretty far away, we have Permadeath. So the owner says that Permadeath is a game mode. Nobody is forced to play. It's for the hardcore players who want a thrill, and more info will come later. But it will not affect anything for anyone if you don't play. So that sounds very interesting, basically like a hardcore game mode. And then it says new shifters plural and double raid. So I guess this means they'll be releasing 2 shifters and 2 raids in one update. That seems very ambitious. I'm not completely sure what they mean by that, because honestly I don't think they would be able to do that in a reasonable amount of time, but we'll just have to see. And then this is very exciting. It says open world. Open world is something I honestly think every AOT game should have. I remember playing this one that had open world and it was super fun. Basically you would just spawn like inside the walls, and then you can just go out and explore and kill titans as much as you want. And it just sounds very interesting. I cannot wait for open world. And then with Update 5, we also obviously have new raid drops for the new raids that they're supposedly adding. They'll be adding Battle Pass 4 at that point. And it says we're getting a Marley Map. And this is super exciting because this means for the first time in this game, we'll be getting a map based outside of Paradis Island. And it would definitely be interesting for Titans to be spawning in this Marley Map, since that doesn't really happen in the show, but it doesn't mean that it couldn't happen, so I can't wait for that. So yeah, that's about it for new news on this game's future. It looks very exciting. And in terms of actual gameplay, they did just make a big patch where they changed a lot of stuff, like a lot of nerfs and a lot of buffs. I know they changed the way the armored raid works now, so I actually like it a lot better. And they just removed the winter event just in case anybody didn't know. But anyway, shout out to all my members on screen right now. We've already gained a few more members just in the past few days. Remember, I changed the membership tiers, so now I made it so that for only $1 in the first tier, you can add me on Roblox again. And then you'll also get the additional perks from the second and other tiers. So yeah, shout out to all my Zap Cadet tier memberships on the screen right now. I seriously appreciate you guys so much, especially the ones who have been on this tier for more than half a year. I can't believe that. And next, shout out to all my Zap Scouts. You guys are seriously goats. Some of you guys have been on the membership since I added it a few months ago, so I seriously appreciate it a lot. And for anybody who wants to add me on Roblox or get the other membership perks, remember that you need to link your Discord account to your YouTube account. And you can do that by going to the Discord settings, going to connections, hitting YouTube, and then you can link your accounts there, and then you'll automatically get the designated role in my Discord server. If you can't figure out how to do it, just look it up on Google or YouTube. It's really simple. And then we don't have any Zap Titans yet, but hopefully we'll get some soon so I can shout them out in future videos. But yeah, other than that, that's all the information we have so far, and I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date as soon as more info comes out. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day, and bye-bye.